Hey guys, what's up? This is B coming from GNA today. So today is December 11th, 2019. Yesterday, Glock announced a brand new handgun. It's going to be a Glock 19 size handgun, but it's chambered in 22 LR, 22 long rifle. And so just right off the bat, my initial thoughts on it is I'm very interested. I'm probably going to be picking one up. Okay, one thing I want to make a quick observation about is the fact that if you're watching this video and it's pretty soon after this, after December 11th, you're probably a gun guy. Like, for instance, if I were to say, man, did you see the new PCC? If you know what a PCC means and, within the context of guns, then you're a gun guy, okay? You're a gun guy. If you know what that means, you're a gun guy. And what we should know is that if you know what a PCC means, we're in a very small group of people. Very small group. Just think about it like this, okay? Yesterday, Glock made their huge announcement about this new legendary thing. Okay, just think about all the people who were watching that announcement, who were paying attention for that announcement. Now, think about somebody on the other side who's like watching for Apple's new announcement. Apple says we're going to announce a new iPhone. Just think about the number of people who are watching for that Apple's announcement and Glock's announcement. Yeah, the people who are watching for Glock's announcement is going to be a very, very small group of people compared to the people who are watching for Apple's announcement. And so my point in this is that for Glock, them marketing this and talking about this 22 LR handgun, they're not necessarily marketing to us as gun guys. Although there's been a whole bunch of guys griping about that over the last day, I bet you a bunch of those guys end up buying one, even with all the griping that's going on. But that's not really who Glock is really, aiming towards when they're doing this. Really, what they're doing is they're making it for people who don't know much about guns, honestly. It's like for the guy or gal who's walking, in front of the counter at Academy or Cabela's, and they're just looking for a 22 LR handgun. Type person who doesn't know anything about a 2245 or a Buckmark or, Colt Woodsman or anything. They don't know anything about any 22 LR handguns. They're just in like, oh, that looks neat. Oh, that looks neat. And they're in just like, okay, I want a 22 LR handgun. Everybody says I should have one. So they walk in, they're looking and look, oh, Glock makes a 22 LR handgun. I didn't know that. Well, if the price is right, if it's a decent price, then that's what I want. Glock makes good stuff, right? Yep. Okay, I'm definitely interested, and I'm probably getting one. There's one caveat, and it's gonna be the one thing that's gonna turn me cold on this. Okay, I know some of the other stuff I'll talk about in a little bit, but this is the one thing that'll turn me off on this. So I want to know, and I'm pretty sure this is not the hang up that I'm gonna have. I'm pretty sure is not true, but it's in the back of my mind. I want to know, is Glock actually making this handgun, or is Umarex gonna make this handgun for them? Because Umarex really makes a lot of guns for people, like whenever it's like a 22 LR version of something else, like this, a 22 LR version of this Glock 19. They make a lot of those, similar to that. So if you think about SIG's Mosquito and SIG's 1911-22, those are made by GSG. They're like really close to each other in Germany. Literally, their factories are very close to each other. Colt's 1911-22 is made by Umarex. Smith & Wesson's full-size M&P 22, not the compact, but the M&P 22 regular size one, is made by Umarex. Then you can look at the rifles, like the Colt M422, the Beretta ARX 160-22, and I could go on and on and on with this. Umarex makes tons of those 22 LR versions of other guns. So if Umarex is making that, then that's going to turn me off on that. But honestly, the more that I've looked at this, I don't think that's the way it is, because I've seen some of those pictures, not just from, like the press release pictures from Glock, but from other people who have just seen it up close. It says on the handgun, made in USA, Smyrna, Georgia. So if it is that Glock is actually making it, then yes, I'm definitely going to be interested in it. Now, I am not a Glock fanboy, okay? There's just other guns that I just definitely like better. But with that being said, this Glock 17 is what sits by my bedside. This is my nightstand gun right here. I've seen people over the last day just getting angry about this gun, the Glock 44, and to me it's just kind of like, really, it's like a kid on Christmas who doesn't get the gift that they want, and they just get mad and upset about it. So I don't understand that. it just doesn't make sense to me the way people react to stuff like that anymore. But anyways, so just the automatic knee-jerk just anger about it, I don't understand that. But there are some legitimate things about it that, you know, where the Glock 44 really is not where the market is headed. So just like in the press release, it's going to come with the 10-round magazine. It's got like a polymer slide, but with some steel parts in it that actually ride on the rails. And it's going to have a Glock 19 trigger and all that. So, you know, those things aren't the best. It's not even up at all to where the TX22 is. On the TX22, it comes standard with the 16-round magazine, and we're clear here on all these. But it comes with a 16-round magazine. It comes standard with the threaded barrel. The Glock 44, right now, it looks like it will not come standard with the threaded barrel. Well, it's not. Because right now you can look on Glock's website and they show, you know, buying the threaded barrel as an aftermarket deal. Like you have to buy it extra on top of that. So 100, 150 bucks. I don't know what that's going to cost, but you've got to buy that. On the TX22, it comes standard. Okay, on all the stuff I've seen, they said the Glock 44 has just a Glock 19 style trigger. And for my Glock 17 and my Glock 23 and all the Glock 19s that I've shot, all those that, you know, same type of trigger, if that has that and that's what they say it does, then it's not even as good at all as this TX22 trigger. This thing has a very nice trigger. The TX22 has an aluminum slide, but inside of this aluminum, there's some steel pieces that are kind of like the high wear spots to take that abuse. So, I mean, I do understand that part of things. You know, even the TX22 has a lot more going for it than that Glock 44 does. So it's going to have to be reliable, obviously. If it's not reliable, then it does not have, it's not going to have what it takes. Although, again, it's still going to appeal to people who don't know anything about guns, really. They're still going to want that because Glock makes it. But and everything I've seen so far, they've said it's reliable. And again, my main thing, though, is if Glock makes it, then I'm interested. I'm going to be getting one. So anyways, I know this is one of 20 other videos on YouTube right now, but just thought I'd give the announcement for maybe some of my subscribers who didn't know. I bet every single one who watches this video knows already, but just put that out and just to kind of give my thoughts about it. It's a cool handgun, and it isn't something that Glock has ever done. It's something new for them. And so, you know, you could maybe have a different Glock that's a little different shape, but that shoots 9mm. Okay, there's not much different than the last 20, 30, 40 years of what they've done. Making a 22LR handgun is something new for them, and I think it's cool, and I'm definitely interested. This is B coming from GNA today. Thanks for watching.